Hello students, good afternoon. In the previous class, we have studied the single phase half bridge rectifier with R load and the RL load. So in today's class, we are going to study the phase control rectifier, that is single phase full bridge rectifier with R load. This is the full bridge rectifier, and in previous class we have studied the half bridge or half wave, and this is a full wave. So in this, we have seen the figure A. In figure A, the thyristor T1, T2, T3 and T4 is connected in the form of bridge with a voltage source Vs, that is equal to Vm sin omega t, and your load circuit is your resistive circuit. And here we have seen the input supply voltage waveform, gate pulse, output voltage waveform, output current waveform, voltage across thyristor T1 and T2, and the voltage across thyristor T3 and T4. So this is the circuit diagram and the waveform. I divided the working of this single phase full bridge rectifier with R load in the four modes. The mode 1 between omega t is equal to 0 to alpha. The mode 2 is between alpha to pi. The mode 3 is between pi to pi plus alpha. And the mode 4 is between pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So first study the mode between 0 to alpha. One more thing, that here assume that we apply the gate pulse at omega t is equal to alpha and omega t is equal to pi plus alpha. So in the first mode, that is between 0 to alpha, your supply voltage is plus Vs. Your supply voltage is plus Vs, so that this terminal is positive, this terminal is negative. So the thyristor T1 and T2 is forward bias, and thyristor T3 and T4 is reverse bias. So the thyristor T1 and T2 is forward bias, but it is not turned on. So it is not allowed to flow of current to the load. So the output voltage and the output current in this mode is 0. If we talk about the voltage across T1 and T2, so it is plus Vs, as this is forward bias, and the voltage across T3 and T4 is minus Vs, as it is reverse bias. Now the mode between mode 2, that is alpha to pi, omega t is equal to alpha to pi. In this mode, at omega t is equal to alpha, we supply the gate pulse to the thyristor T1 and T2. So thyristor T1 and T2, that is already forward bias, it start conducting. It becomes short circuited, because we know that when the thyristor is turned on, it behaves as a short circuit. So it is allowed to flow of current to the load as in this direction. This is the flow of current to the load, and this terminal is connected to this output terminal, and this terminal is connected to this output terminal. So we can say that the output voltage is similar to that of the input voltage waveform. So you can see here that this is your input voltage waveform, and the output voltage waveform follow the same input voltage waveform. If we talk the output current waveform, as we know that the load is resistive load, so the output current can be found directly by I0 is equal to V0 by R using the Ohm's law. So the output current waveform is similar to that of the voltage waveform, but the magnitude is less. Magnitude is low because this is divided by the R. So this is the waveform of the output current. If we talk the voltage waveform across thyristor T1 and T2, so we know that the thyristor T1 and T2 is turned on, so the voltage across this is 0. And the thyristor T3 and T4 is reverse bias, so the voltage across this is minus Vs. So this is about the mode 2. In mode 2, we have seen that the thyristor T1 and T2 is turned on, thyristor T3 and T4 is off, output voltage is equal to input voltage waveform Vs, and the output current is V naught by R. Now the mode 3. In mode 3, the input voltage waveform is become negative. The input voltage waveform become negative. So we can say that this terminal become negative and this terminal become positive. So the thyristor T3 and T4 become forward bias and thyristor T1 and T2 become reverse bias. So the thyristor T1 and T2 behave as an open circuit, but thyristor T3 and T4 is forward bias but not start conducting as we does not apply the gate signal. So in this mode, the output voltage and the output current is 0. Voltage across T1 and T2 is minus Vs and voltage across T3 and T4 is plus Vs. Okay, so this is the mode 3. It is similar to the mode of 1, that is between 0 to alpha. Now the mode 4, that is pi plus alpha to 2 pi. In this mode, at pi plus alpha, we apply the gate supply to the thyristor T3 and T4. So the thyristor T3 and T4 is turn on, thyristor T3 and T4 is turn on. When the thyristor T3 and T4 is turned on, the voltage across this is 0 and it behaves as a short circuit. So it allows the flow of current in this direction. So the current is flowing like this. It follows this path, then through T4 and like this. Okay, see carefully. So this is the flow of current when T3 and T4 is turned on. Also we have seen there this terminal, that is the plus terminal, turn on the T3, therefore this terminal is connected to positive, and also because of T4 this terminal is connected to negative. So the voltage waveform is similar to that of input voltage waveform, that is, now if we say this is AB, if this is VAB, then we can say this is VBA. The dashed line shows the VBA waveform. So it follows the VBA waveform. So output voltage waveform is similar to that of this dash waveform. Okay, so this is your output voltage waveform. Similarly, in the previous, that is between alpha to pi, we can also calculate the output current waveform between pi plus alpha to 2 pi, that is the V naught by R. If we talk the voltage across T1 and T2, so as we know that the T1 and T2 is reverse bias, so it is the voltage across this is minus Vs and T3 and T4 is forward bias, so the voltage across this is 0. So this is the this is the waveform between 0 to 2 pi for the single phase full bridge rectifier with R load. So this is the waveform. I hope it is clear to all of you. This is one more thing that I write here, that this is VAB when A is positive with respect to B, and this is VBA when B is positive with respect to A. Okay. Now I have write all the modes of operation here for your consideration. That is mode 1, that T1 and T2 is forward bias, T3 and T4 is reverse bias, output voltage and output current is 0. The mode 2, omega t is equal to alpha to pi, T1 and T2 is turned on, T3 and T4 is reverse bias, so the output voltage is Vm sin omega t, output current is also Vm sin omega t by R. In the mode 3, that is omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, T1 and T2 is reverse bias, T3 and T4 is forward bias, output voltage and output current is 0, and this is the mode 4 between omega t is equal to pi plus alpha to 2 pi, T1 and T2 is reverse bias, T3 and T4 is turned on, output voltage is Vm sin omega t and the output current is Vm sin omega t by R. And after 2 pi, the waveform is repeat itself. So the waveform of output voltage and output current is also repeat itself. this is the working of single phase full bridge rectifier with R load. Now we can calculate the average output voltage and RMS output voltage for this rectifier. So here we can see that the output voltage we have in the output waveform we have for alpha to pi, then pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So between 0 to 2 pi we have two cycles. We have two cycles of output voltage. So we can find the average output voltage, that is 1 upon pi, integrate between alpha to pi, Vm sin omega t. Okay. So Vm upon pi, the integration of sin omega t is given minus cos omega t. The limit is alpha to pi. When we put the limit, we have the average output voltage is equal to Vm upon pi, that is 1 plus cos alpha. Now, similarly, we can find the RMS output voltage. The RMS means the root mean square. So first we have to square the equation, that is V square sin square omega t. Then we take mean, that means pi, integration between alpha to pi, and then root. So we can give this root. We can simplify this, take Vm out, pi is out, so this become root pi. In the bracket we can solve the sin omega t is equal to 1 minus cos omega t by 2. Okay, this 2 is also taken out, it becomes Vm upon root 2 pi. If we solve, integrate this, the one integration is omega t, that is alpha to pi. The cos omega t gives the integration of sin 2 omega t by 2. So this is alpha to pi and it has over root of 1 by 2. When we solve this, we can have the output RMS voltage is Vm upon root 2 pi, pi minus alpha plus sin 2 alpha by 2 is whole root 1 by 2. Now we can calculate the average current, that have I naught average is equal to V naught average by R, and RMS current, that is V naught RMS by R. So it is very simple and I hope it is clear to all of you. If any doubt, write in comments. I will give you the explanation. Thank you.